US courthouse exterior, pro-choice and pro-life protester outside the signs. A major ruling from a federal appeals court has just sent shockwaves across the country, and it could reshape the future of reproductive rights in America. At the center of the battle, Mifepristone, the most commonly used abortion pill in the United States. Pill bottle label Mifepristone, montage of pharmacies and telehealth websites. This week, the Fifth U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals ruled to uphold new restrictions on access to Mifepristone, rolling back some of the FDA's recent expansions that had made the medication easier to obtain by mail and through telemedicine. What the ruling says: courtroom sketch, legal documents, judges gravel. The court decision limits how Mifepristone can be prescribed and distributed. Specifically, it blocks the pill from being shipped by mail, requires in-person doctor visit to obtain it, and shortens the window for its use from 10 weeks of pregnancy to 7 weeks. Graphics showing before versus after FDA rules. The panel of judges, all appointed by Republican presidents, argued that the FDA maybe have exceeded its authority when it loosens access in recent years. But critics say the decision disregards decades of scientific evidence and threatens access to safe legal medication for millions of Americans. Supreme Court bound. Supreme Court building crowds of reporters and activities. While the Fifth Circuit's ruling is significant, it won't take effect immediately. That's because the Supreme Court is already reviewing the case and has allowed Mifepristone to remain available under current rules until it issues a final decision, likely in early 2026. Justice entering courtroom, zoom in on docket sheet. The case has become one of the most high-profile abortion-related battles since Roe v. Wade was overturned in 2022. Legal experts say the court's ultimate ruling could not only affect access to abortion pills nationwide, but also set precedents for how federal agencies like the FDA are allowed to regulate medicines in general. This is a segment of national impact. A map of US states with different abortion laws, including trigger bans and protected states. Currently, Mifepristone is used in over half of all US abortions, often in combination with a second drug, misoprostol. The pill remains legal in many states, but 13 states have banned or severely restricted abortion since Roe was overturned. And within this ruling, even patients in states where abortion is protected many face new barriers, especially if mail order options are limited. Telehealth doctors, rural patients, college campuses. For patients in rural areas or college towns without nearby clinics, this ruling could be devastating. For patients in rural area or college campuses, town without nearby clinics, this ruling could be devastating. Advocacy groups warn that in-person requirements and shorter gestational windows may effectively cut off access of thousands. Political and public reaction. President Biden speaking, Republican leaders on cable news, protest crowds. The Biden administration strongly condemned the ruling, calling it a politically motivated attack on science and women's rights. President Joe Biden vowed to continue fighting to preserve access, while Republicans praised the decision as a win for unborn child and states' rights. Meanwhile, activities on both sides are gearing up for a showdown. Pro-choice groups are organizing nationwide protests, while anti-abortion groups are calling for even stickers, regulations, or a nationwide ban or abortion pill. Should access to Mifepristone be protected or restricted? With the Supreme Court set to weigh in, the future of Mifepristone and medication abortion hangs in the balance. The outcome could define productive rights in America for decades to come. Stay with us for continuing coverage of abortion pill case, the Supreme Court and the revolving legal fight over reproduction freedom. Like, share and subscribe for more updates on health and justice.